This video will show you how you can use Google Slides to create stop motion animations. Let's take a look. I have an example that I've already created here. You can see all of my slides over on here. As I scroll through the slides, you can see how I have them animated to run up the tree, drop the nut, oops, Alright, so again, that's my simple little animation. You can see that I created that with 105 different slides. They go pretty quick once you get started. For you to get started, you are going to want to open up Google Slides. You've got the app launcher here. Find Google Slides, and the plus sign will create a new blank presentation. You can highlight any text that you have and press delete to get rid of it. You've got a nice new white background. You could animate on a white background, or you can come up here to backgrounds. You could choose a different color, or you can also choose an image the way I did. You could browse your computer for something that you have saved, or you can search Google Images easily right here. I'm going to look for a cartoon forest. You don't have to look for cartoons, but I do think that it works kind of well for these types of projects. Choose what you like, click Insert at the bottom, and done. And now this is a background. It's not an image that you can move around. It is the background of the slide. I also want to insert a squirrel for me, or whatever you might be looking for. You could go to Insert Image, and then again you could search your computer or search the web, and you've got a Google Images search right over here. I'm going to look for a cartoon squirrel. I'm also going to put in the word transparent. I'm hoping to have a transparent background that doesn't have a white box around it. Searching for transparent helps, but you still may come across some that do. I know that this one has no background, so I'll insert that one. You can resize. And I'll also show you, he's going to go this way right now, but if you had him over here and you wanted him to be going the other way, you can easily do a right click on something, and you've got the choice under rotate here to flip horizontally. So now it's going to look like he's going this way. So now I'm ready to start my actual animating. So to do that, you're going to click on the slide. So I'm up here on the slide. I can hit Control D on my computer, and that duplicates that slide. So these two slides are exactly the same. So on slide 2, I can start to move a little bit. Click back on slide 2, Control D. Now that's duplicated, and I can move a little bit. So now it gets kind of repetitive. You're going to click, Control D, and move. Click, Control D, and move. Again, you want to move about the same amount each time. If you make big jumps like this, it'll look a little bit not smooth and you see it, but it can also make it look like they're going faster as well. So again, if you come up here, even just with 7 slides, you can start to see how he's moving across the screen. So that's kind of the process of animating. There's a few other things that might be helpful for you to create your projects though. Let's just say you want to bring in, like I did, a nut. So here I've got a nut in Google Images. I can just do a right click, copy image, Control V to paste it in, resize. And like I said, like I did before on mine, let's say I want to make it look like he's holding this. So I want to group these two images together now. I'm on slide 1. I'm actually going to cut this out. Go down to slide 7, Control V. There we go. So now I'm on slide 7. I've got these two, and I want to group them together. So I want to click on one, hold Control, click on the other, and now these both are highlighted. Now I have the option to do a right click and group them together. So now they're grouped together. So as I duplicate that, Control D, now as I move them, they'll both move together. So grouping can be helpful. Another thing that you might want to play with, let's say I want to put in a bush that they'll hide behind or something like that. So I will copy this image, paste it in, bring it down. You can resize if you like. And again, right now, the squirrel is going to go behind it, which maybe is the effect that you want. If you want to change the order, you just have to click on what you want to change. So now I'm on the bush. I could do a right click, and I could go to order here, and I could bring it forward or bring it backward. I'm going to move it backward, and now the squirrel will run in front of the bush. Something else that you might want to do is add some words. So if you want to add some words, you can come up here to the shapes, and under shapes you have these choice for callouts, which gives you some speaking bubbles and some thought bubbles. You can click and drag to bring it up. You can actually pull this over so it actually is aiming at whatever you'd like. This kind of got spun. You can spin it around if you like, but inside you can type what you want, and again you can use that to spin or reshape however you'd like. So that's again how you can do thought and speaking bubbles. Another thing that might happen to you, let's just say you are looking for a squirrel and you look for a squirrel transparent and you really like this one. You go to copy it, you bring it in, and Control V. It's actually not transparent. It's got a white background or maybe this checkered background, and you could just go back and look for another transparent one and you might find one. But if this is an image that you really love, we actually have a tool in your Google Classroom called the background remover. You do need the actual file, so I'm going back to that image. I'm going to do a right click on it. I'm going to save that image as. It does only work with a JPEG or JPG, but I'm going to save it to my downloads. It saves right here. Now if I use that link from our Google Classroom, this is what the background remover looks like, and you can actually just go into your downloads and drag it right from there. It takes a second to do, but it will remove a simple background very easily. Now I need to download the new image. I'm going to send it to my downloads, save it there. Now it's here, so when I go back to my project and get rid of that one, I can do insert, insert image, and now I'm going to be uploading from my computer, and it is in my downloads. This is the background removed. Open it, and now I have no white or checkered background. I hope this helps you make some awesome presentations. I can't wait to see what you create.